go. Okay. Good morning, YouTube. We are at Jones Park. It is like 8:30 in the morning. I've got with me a stack of 5 maidens. And the reason that I'm here and the reason that I've got these is because the weakest part of my game is actually like short approaches, kind of inside that 150 to 200 foot mark. And so I've discovered that UDisc has a tool specifically for improving your accuracy, especially in that range. It has a setting for that. So I wanted to check that out and I wanted to show that off to you guys, but it is like 45 degrees. So let me get a quick warm up in and then we're gonna start throwing some shots. All right, we got the blood flowing a little bit. Let's throw some shots. All right, so I've walked off 100 feet. This is where we're gonna start. It's a little bit short than what my uncomfortable zone is, but that's okay because we're gonna get a little bit of just repetitions, one, and a little bit of warm-up practice as well. So you wanna start nice and close and build that confidence just like when you're putting. As you can see on the scorecard, it's got shots for 5 throws, so I have brought 5 maidens. That is my go-to throwing an approach putter, specifically on straight approaches, and that's kind of what I struggle with, is that touchy straight shots. And that's actually why I'm here at this hole specifically, because I've got this tree line along my right-hand side, so I can't pull anything to the right. If I pull something to the right, it's not going to be close to the basket. And that's another reason why I want to use the maiden specifically, because it doesn't have that much fade. It doesn't want to fade out. So if I miss, if I throw it flat, but I pull it to the right, it's gonna go in these trees and I'm not gonna have a close approach. I'm not gonna get a good score on my scorecard, and I'm gonna see that and know that I need to reflect on that. Typically, I would probably just jump putt from here, but because I'm working on approaches and throwing it flat and straight, that's what I'm gonna be forcing myself to do. Okay, so I wasn't trying to throw it in, but I almost did. So at least we've got the accuracy part down. Need to dial the distance down a little bit so that these are hopefully all inside the circle. Well, inside the circle 1X circle, the X. We want X's, not circle 1s. A little long. See, it's a little bit left. Check this thing out though. Shout out Dope Discs. Oh, that's deep. Shoot. So, not the best start, but let's go check it out. All right, so we're coming up here. Not the best grouping. Maybe this one here might be in circle X, we'll call it. And the rest of these are just going to be within the circle here. That one is the farthest, and it's probably 20, maybe 25. All right, we're 130 feet out, more of the same. Gonna try and throw these nice and flat and just get them close to the basket. Those are all a little bit long, a little bit hot, so I need to dial the power back. Oh, see? Pulled that one right, which is, again, usually that's my common miss, is long right, because I'm used to throwing more overstable plastic and just letting it fade back, but I'm really trying to work on throwing more neutral stuff straight at it. Okay, it's consistent. It's the same thing. That was worse. You can tell we're kind of getting into that range where I get uncomfortable. That's a good one. I feel like I threw that one a little bit more nose up maybe. I just kind of let it float there. All right, those are probably all right. This one's probably about 9 or 10 feet, so I don't think that's parked. think maybe these 2 are parked, and then 3 circle ones. 160 feet. We are officially in whatever the opposite of a money zone is. That's where we are. That's what this is for me. This is my spot. I think it's a little short. Okay, I turned that one a little bit, but it's perfect. So that's a bad throw, but a fine result. That's not what I was wanting to do, but it's there. It's okay. That's short. That one slipped out of my hand. It's way short. So here's our shorty. Probably about 20 out. This one's probably about 10 or 12. That one's parked. This one is maybe 8 feet or so. And that one's probably about the same, maybe 10 feet. All right, 200 feet. Now the trees are really creeping in. So anything that I pull right, it might get halfway there. This is about the range where I would usually start doing a slow run up. But I want to work on standstills, so I'm not going to let myself do that. See, if I hit that flat, it's great. But because I pulled it to the right, now I'm in those trees, and we might have our first outside the circle. So we had a guy come through, play gold. He's in position for his birdie. I don't know what his name is. I think he might be from out of town. But whoever you are, I hope you get the birdie. Okay, so that was good, but it's short. I need to get it there. With just a little bit more power. Oh, man. That was more power, but terrible. I keep thinking I've got to I'm throwing it, my line is straight, but my angle, I'm almost trying to throw it out and around these trees, and that's not what I'm wanting. So I'm getting the line right, but the angle is terrible. Nice and flat. That's what we want, flat. Thought we rang her up again. So we've got one here, probably about 20 or so feet. Another one about the same distance there. So this was my last, and that's probably about 10. And I think we've got a couple in there somewhere. We got to go find them. So here is one. This is probably, let's see the basket right there. We're probably a little inside the circle, maybe 20, 25. We're gonna say it's circle 2, but it's pretty close. But I think if it were a tournament or something, I'd let somebody jump putt that. Okay, so that gives us 90 points for round 4, 354 total points. Not the best, not the worst. We kind of struggled there at the end, but we'll get there. And practice is what this is for. This is so that you can get better, so that next time we can get these all in circle 1, and we don't have to go looking through all this stuff behind me. We can just have all our discs are right there next to the basket. It'd be way easier, right? Thank you everybody for watching. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe. And if you're not already, download the UDisc app. It's $5 a year, going up to $15 a year, and it could be $50 a year, and I think it would still be worth it. So big shout out to all the folks over at UDisc. Thank you everybody for watching again, and until next time, as always, go get out and throw.